Hello, my luminous, luscious Leos. Welcome, welcome. It is Sachi, and I'm here to deliver your guided healing Pokémoncy and tarot reading. Please like, comment, and subscribe. The more energy that you send to me, the more energy that I can send to you. And just letting you know, from this point forward, I'm going to be doing my guided healing on my website. You can join the community there and sign up. On my website, the link is in the description box below, but let's jump into it. This is what came out in the cleansing ceremony, is the child I was meant to be in reverse. So part of this is, like, look how, this plant, this seed is being nurtured. So I feel like, you're doing some inner child healing and also understanding that the way that you're raised, it wasn't really in a way that that was a good environment for you to become who you actually want to be. And I feel like some of this is, you understanding your own inner child and how it acts out, and, understanding how that influences your own behavior. We had the Maiden of Earth come out in reverse with transformation in reverse. It's possible that you're dealing with a very unevolved earth sign, that you're understanding that you can't transform. But part of it can be your own Maiden of Earth energy in reverse, which the Maiden of Earth is the ability to usher in something new in the physical realm. When she's unbalanced and in reverse, it's like someone who's very careless about physicality, someone who doesn't know how to manage money, manage resources, manage their health, don't treat their body, in a good way. And just sort of being, like, careless is kind of how it feels. And with transformation in reverse, it feels like this is stopping some sort of transformation that you actually do want to occur. We have wisdom coming out, which is like the high priestess. So I feel like you have had some sort of epiphany. Your intuition and your divine feminine, wisdom is really coming through, and you're starting to understand how to balance your light and your shadow, your yin energy and your yang energy, your divine feminine and your divine masculine. And, you are starting to understand these esoteric things. It feels very much like an awakening in some sort of way. And with the Mother of Air and the Nine of Air, it feels like you understand that you can no longer nurture some sort of conversation. This might be with someone else. It might be your own mindset, right? Again, the Maiden ushers in new, the Mother nurtures, and the Crone, ends or extinguishes. And so you basically are understanding that you need a new thought process, you need a new philosophy, or you need to stop nurturing a conversation with somebody else. With the Nine of Air, this is telling me, look how there's that noose there, right? This is saying that a conversation really is done and needs to be put to rest. But the truth is that, this conversation actually needs to end inside yourself, inside your own head. Even if you realize, like, oh, okay, maybe you're dealing with an unevolved earth sign, like, I can't change them. I've gained this wisdom. I can't talk to them anymore. But it's truly you deciding in your own head, like, I'm done with this. It has nothing to do with what you say to them, or I'm never going to talk to you again or something. It really has to do with you changing your own brain, per se. We do have a bunch of runes there, so pay attention if you see any runes. That's the Nordic alphabet, so keep an eye out for if you see any of those. We had Ralts coming out using Nap, and Ralts is literally my inner child healing Pokemon, because as you can see, it's like an a child playing and stuff. So again, there's an emphasis on this inner child healing. With Nap, I feel like your third eye definitely needs a lot of sleep. You might need to take some extra naps during the day during this time. And with Alola Rattata coming out, this is a dark type using Bite, telling me that there is some dark energy around what you are eating or consuming. So, and of course, Rattata, being a rat spirit can also be like disease or whatever. So be careful about what you are eating and make sure it does not invite disease into your body. So this month, Leo, what we are going to do is we're going to check what cycle are you stuck in that you want to break out of. And then we're going to see what we can do to end that cycle. And then we're going to take a look at how we take that ending energy and transmute it into a purposeful rebirth. And then, of course, some advice on how to manifest your highest vibrational timeline. So I hope that all is well, Leo. Again, I am going to be moving things to my website as part of, you know, bringing the community there. You will also have access to my writings on astrological transits and so on. So let's see here. All right, Leo, what cycle are you stuck in? Also, when I tapped into your energy during the cleansing ceremony, I felt a very chaotic type energy when the child that I was meant to be came out in reverse. So I feel like part of the nurturing that you didn't receive as a child was because your childhood home or environment was constantly in a state of chaos. We have downcast pride. Okay, so you know, Leo, you rule pride, right? And that's, pride is having a healthy relationship with your ego, right? People say, oh, kill your ego and blah, 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 blah. You know, ego deaths are important for certain times of our life. They can definitely help with our spiritual awakenings, but you actually want to have a healthy relationship with your ego. The ego is the part of you that basically narrates your life, right? It tells you these ego stories. I am good because of this, this, this. That person's bad because of this, this, this. You know, I'm better than them, I'm not good enough, all of these things. And the ego tells these stories to keep us safe, right? To try to keep us alive, to protect us. And with downcast pride here, it looks like you're having difficulty having a healthy relationship with your ego and feeling pride in yourself, right? You know, pride for Leo is twofold. You know, the pride, which is like the pack of lions that you surround yourself with. And then, of course, you know, your self-confidence. And it looks like you aren't able to have confidence in yourself. You know, it feels like a very self-defeating energy and not feeling good about yourself. Let's take a look at this. Let's see, what's this cycle? Yeah, with the world in reverse, I feel like this wants to come out too. With the world in reverse, this is a very large karmic cycle that is not being completed, you know. The world is the last of the major arcana, and when it's upright, it indicates that, you know, the cycle has been completed and you are now able, you know, you learned the lesson where now you're able to use it to manipulate or, you know, manifest the world around you into whatever you desire, right? You're able to change your world based on the lesson that you've learned. But it's saying that you haven't reached that. This is something that keeps continuing, and you might be really close to it. Anytime the world comes out, even if it's in reverse, it's like you're right there, but you haven't been able to take that final step. We have Ostara here. So another major arcana. Ostara, this is like the Temperance card. So I feel like you're kind of going back and forth. Maybe you're, you know, like super into yourself at some point and then you kind of are self-loathing or something. It's just like not stabilized. But I do feel like you're trying to temper yourself in general. It's like you're trying to kind of stay in the middle of things, like not go to any extreme, like, but it's still stopping you from actually being proud of yourself and feeling confident in yourself. Ostara is the celebration that one may associate with Easter even, because as you can see, she's pouring all of that onto the Easter eggs. This talks about, you know, basically, right, the egg, what is it? It's the new birth, right? Resurrection type energy. And the ability to, you know, make things beautiful on the outside so that way when the egg cracks open, you know, voila, here I am. So it looks like there could be some aspects of beauty maybe that you aren't, you know, feeling about yourself. We do have rabbit, so there could be some, you know, lustful energy that is making you feel sort of down on yourself. And it could be maybe the projects that you're like, that are to come, basically. It's like, right, an egg can be considered something that you create that, you know, will eventually birth, that you show the world, like a business or a project or whatever. And you're trying to, you know, make it look really good. But again, it's like you feel like you're having difficulty just being proud of yourself, you know, having pride in what you're doing. Let's see, what's the light energy here? What's the light energy? Bronzer using iron defense. Yeah, so you have like your guard up, basically. Like I was getting that other people kind of can't make you even feel better because you're feeling so down about yourself. With iron defense, this is a defense mechanism to, again, make you feel safe. You know, it's like, if I just feel like I'm not worthy of anything or I'm not proud of myself, then it protects me when other people aren't proud of me. You know, or it protects me from, you know, in case other people don't feel proud of what I'm creating or whatever it may be. This is a steel type, so again, it's very guarded. You know, this is a very protective kind of wall that you have around yourself. It says, implements shaped like this were discovered in ancient tombs. It is unknown if they are related. So I feel like some of this can, again, have to do with people that you're related to, right? And again, like I was feeling, right, there's two ways to think of pride. One, of course, is, right, the pack of lions that you surround yourself with, right, the pride of lions. So that can be family members, right, you know, who you grew up with, how you were taught to play and hunt and all that stuff, right, metaphorically, of course. So I feel like some of this has to do with family members. So, you know, likely it's, you know, your parents didn't tell you that they were proud of you growing up, and now, you know, it's easier to feel like you aren't proud of yourself as a defense mechanism, basically. Let's see what's the shadow here. Tentacool using sludge shock. Yeah, I feel like you're trying to play it cool, like, yeah, everything's fine. With the sludge shock here, it just feels like there's a lot of sludge in your emotional body. It's like your emotional body is basically in shock because of what has happened in the past and things. And again, this is a defense mechanism so that your emotional body doesn't go into shock, right? So instead, it's easier to just put your own sludge in there. And again, it's like this self-defeating mindset that you have. It says they can be found lying dehydrated on beaches, but they are often still alive. When soaked in water, they will revive. Yeah, so number one, I feel like you're dehydrated. Make sure that you are drinking enough water. You know, Ostara, like I said, is the temperance card, which has to do with, you know, tempering your spirit, making sure that you're not going to extremes. Temperance is also the abstinence of alcohol, so make sure that you are, you know, staying hydrated with water rather than consuming other types of liquids. And, you know, it talks about, you know, they may be dehydrated, but they're still alive. So, you know, you may think like, oh, you know, that doesn't bother me. It's not because of my childhood or whatever. I'm seeing this little, ghost thing. It looks like a Boo from Mario, but it has like a smile. I don't know. Anyway, but when soaked in water, they will revive. So even if you think, you know, there are parts of you that, you know, aren't alive, perhaps even your inner child, it will be revived. And I feel like there is a way to, you know, properly emotionally nurture yourself about this. Let's see what the moon has to say about the situation. So also, for the extended, we are not going to be going to Vimeo, so you can get the extended this month for free. If you are interested, all you have to do is sign up on my website for the community. You get a 30-day free trial. You can cancel anytime, and you can get the extended for free. So if you're interested, click the link down below. But let's see. And like I said, in the extended, we'll check how to end this cycle, how we transmute it into a purposeful rebirth, and then, of course, how to, the advice for your highest vibrational timeline. Oh, and there's Bark Angel affirming the angels. So we have expect powerful change, new moon eclipse. We literally have a new moon eclipse coming up on December 4th. I'm recording this on November 30th, so just in a couple days. And there will be powerful change around that time. So you can expect very, very powerful change coming up soon. And again, if you think like, oh, that part of me is dead or whatever, and da-da-da-da, no, it can be revived. These parts of you can be revived. And, you know, who you truly are, right? Your inner child and your pride and feeling proud of yourself, that's just part of you that's dehydrated, that needs the proper water, emotional energy nurtured into it, right? Like this rainbow water, basically. And you can't expect powerful change to be coming up. Let's see what angel would like to bring us into the extended. We have gentleness in reverse. Yeah, I feel like you did not get the gentleness that you needed as a child. Again, I was feeling a very sort of chaotic type energy in your inner child. And, it's hard to understand gentleness and, being nice to yourself, being gentle when you're with yourself when that was never done for you, right? You have no role model, right? So this is Archangel Sandalphon saying, be very gentle with yourself at this time. Surround yourself with gentle people, situations, and environments. Yeah, so you need to be surrounded by a lot of gentle energy. That way you can let this guard down so that you can revive parts of yourself that you even think are dead, right? But they're not. They're just dehydrated. It hasn't gotten the right emotional nurturing that is necessary. So I will also be as gentle as possible. As you know, my readings can get quite intense, but I promise to be as gentle as I can in the extended. And again, if you would like to follow me there, the link is in the description box below. But if we part ways here, good luck with the situation. I am sending you so much love, a big hug, and a kiss on your third eye. Mwah.